So it's day 2 of mental health diary thing. 11th of January at 11:18 p.m. Today's been up and down. I actually slept somewhat okay last night. I woke up this morning. I messaged my girlfriend and I said, "Hey, how's it going?" Fell back asleep and struggled to stay awake until like gone 11:30. It happens a lot. It happens a lot that I don't get up in the mornings. If I have nothing to do that day, I don't. My body rejects even getting out of bed. Like if I have something to do in the mornings, I hear my alarm go off. I get up, get out of bed, get dressed, get washed, head out the door. Don't even have breakfast. If I have something to do that day, I'm always there. I'm always out of the house. Yeah. Today I was really, really, really pissed off around 2, 3, 4 o'clock. Basically, I didn't really have a plan for the day, but the general thing was on my day off, I play D&D on the evenings and on Tuesdays. So I was like, I'll get up, I'll have some lunch, get my trainers on, just head out. And it come 12 o'clock, and I was like, I better get out of bed, get dressed. 1 o'clock rolled round, I was like, I should probably think about doing some lunch. By 2 o'clock, I'd actually done myself some lunch. And I was like, I gotta pack my bag. Oh, let me just check this, let me just check that. And it was like 3:30, and I was like, I've done nothing all day. I could have went over to the community centre and I could have just spent a few hours there playing Magic the Gathering or Star Realms or helped out with stock or just did whatever, you know. But I didn't. I just lay in bed, lazy, and I hated myself for it, and I was effing and blinding. I felt pretty crap. I did. I didn't mean to, but I ended up putting myself in a rut purely based on my own hatred for my own greed and just laziness and gluttony, and it's probably not greed or gluttony. I have no clue. So all day, all I've had is bowl of noodles and a meal deal that somebody bought me. So I had nothing better. I have no money myself. Before I went out, I had to put some things on Facebook for sale because I genuinely can't afford things. Went into town, bought some stuff, went to the community centre and played D&D. Pretty eventful evening, pretty good. We defeated the big bad boss, the final one. Campaign's concluded, we're moving on to a different thing. Messaging the girl I like. I said girlfriend, I don't know if I'm going to get in trouble for saying that. The girl I like, the girl I love. We're messaging her all evening. We're messaging back and forth, and she seems okay. She seems alright. I love her to pieces. I know she's watching this because she always asks how I am, and I'll just send her these. Anyone else that's ever watching, don't care. These videos are probably going to end up 90% me just ranting about my day. Good, the bad, the ugly, the wild motherfuckers. And 10% actually just whatever. But like I say, if I write a book, I just can't. I can't sit down and concentrate and put stuff into a book. Videos, I can just throw it all out there. I can just word fart it all out, and then I just click upload on YouTube and walk away. I literally go make my dinner while this is uploading. It's fine. So, one thing before I do my final thought, the doctors seem to think I have bipolar. I mean, all my life, doctors and people have thought I've got different things. They thought I had dyslexia, they thought I had autism, they thought I had schizophrenia, they thought I had sociopathy, they thought I had... I know these are all very different and they all link different, but in each stage of my life, in every part of my life, I've been different, I've acted different, I am a different person. when I was a kid, they thought I was autistic because I was socially awkward. I couldn't understand things. I didn't like people. I was basically just a hermit. Yeah, and because of that, I got an autism diagnosis. I really struggle to recognise patterns. Yeah, and to comprehend certain patterns. I'm really literate. I have a very broad vocabulary. Reading, I don't have a problem with. But, say, for example, if I see the name of something or something written on a menu, I will read it as something different because my brain just analyses that pattern differently. You know, for the longest time, I used to play a lot of Civilization. I used to read the Byzantine Empire, which is like a somewhat, I think it was like a Romanic empire at some point in history, or around the area. I used to read it as the Neolithic, which isn't even a thing. It's two words that my brain just made up. Because no one had ever talked to me about it, and I hadn't even read the word. That's what I thought it was. And after that, I never really studied to read the word because my brain told me I knew what it was. You know, people told me I was schizophrenic because I heard voices. So everyone hears voices. You're not crazy if you do. Because the reason they don't think I am is because the voices aren't malicious. The voices don't tell me to burn people, cut things, hurt people. You know, they're not like that. I see dead people. I'm not that kind of schizophrenic. I just hear nondescript, distant chatter in my ears occasionally, and it just throws me off. As soon as I recognise it, as soon as I consciously go to think about the voices, they're always like it's like here. It happens when I'm awake, happens when I'm asleep, it happens when I'm waking up, when I'm going to sleep, when I'm stressed, when I'm not stressed, you know. There's no particular time for it, there's no rhyme or rhythm. So the doctors thought I was schizophrenic. That diagnosis got slammed. Like, they're like, nah, you're fine. They don't tell you to burn things, you're fine. But hearing voices isn't fine. And they're like, no, it's fine. Okay, worried, okay. Yeah, and, yeah, and... sociopathic, but that's just because I went through a really fucking edgy, edgelord, cringeworthy 2004 emo moment a few years ago. And yeah. And most recently, depression, low mood, and anxiety. I know I've always had anxiety, but yeah, depression. Everyone says they've got depression. But when you actually get the diagnosis, it's just like, it doesn't help. It's like a nail in the coffin. And low mood is sort of like bipolar. Low mood is an act of my depression, but they think it's deeper than just depression, anxiety, and whatnot. They think that I actually have bipolar because one minute everything's fine, the next minute it's world-ending cataclysmic problems, you know. Which I know isn't bipolar. I'm just giving you the TLDR. But yeah, so closing thought of today, I suppose. Out of 10, today was probably 6. Wasn't a bad day, wasn't a great day. Like I said, I did some fun things, did some awful things. Well, not awful, I did some like, day was pretty shit things. I did some good things and chatted to the girl I love. I haven't caught up with my family today. Probably tomorrow. Got work tomorrow and then Thursday as well. But yeah. Day 2, and